Ms. Smita Mishra.
2 to 3 ideas are so beautiful in national education policy. Technology really creates a lot of impact. Beta, no, you should not use social media. This will not work. Do you think it will work? No. But if you will tell them, beta, if you are using it, this can be the effect, this can be the effect. यहाँ से ये नुकसान है, यहाँ से ये फायदा है. In this way you can train them. सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं. मेरी कोशिश है कि हर सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. और तेरे सीने में ना सही तो मेरे सीने में सही, और मेरे सीने में ना सही तो तेरे सीने में सही. हो कहीं भी आग, लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए. Effort never goes waste. Keep on giving effort.
You have trained so many principals and teachers across the city. So I wanted to know how does that session happens, and what why you started taking those workshops and how it has helped the teachers specifically.
Actually, these workshops are under the Ministry of Education and implemented through the Center of Excellence CBSE. So because being a master trainer, when you have as I said before also, you should have command on your subject. So when you have command on your subject, दुनिया समझ जाती है कि आपका ये कमांड है. जब आप बोल रहे हैं, जब आप लिख रहे हैं, so that is visible. So as a master trainer, I have been given master training in health and wellness. I have been given master training in Guru Dakshata. I have been given master training in NEP. So that is why, because CBSE then allots the work and the districts under me, then I train. I love training teachers, because if
how is that experience?
One child is affected by that, I ask my teachers, those who are my training sessions, 1% भी ले लो कुछ ट्रेनिंग का and implement that. It's not possible that 100% you can implement, but something you should take from the workshop and implement it in your school. And when I go to others, I take online also, many of the online sessions. Some sessions I take in different regions also, like I went to Jamshedpur, I went to Nagpur, so many I have taken sessions. So when I went to Jamshedpur, that was an offline training. So the seat capacity was full. 700 participants were there. And they said, मैम हमने देखा जब स्मिता मैम का सेशन है, हमने आपको ऑनलाइन सुना था, and we wanted to come for your session. That was a reward for me.
If you are running a school, so would you like to suggest few things that would make someone else's work easy, like how you have made your management? So
3 lines में I will sum up. If you say
yes, ma'am.
That सिर्फ सबके लिए होना चाहिए ये, that सिर्फ हंगामा खड़ा करना मेरा मकसद नहीं. मेरी कोशिश है कि हर सूरत बदलनी चाहिए. और तेरे सीने में ना सही तो मेरे सीने में सही, और मेरे सीने में ना सही तो तेरे सीने में सही. हो कहीं भी आग, लेकिन आग जलनी चाहिए. Effort never goes waste. Keep on giving effort. Right direction, right approach, and with the right communication and body language, you can achieve the target.
There are a lot of workshops which used to happen on abacus, like how you use abacus, Vedic maths and those things. So do you think those methods, like in some, not in a whole sense I would say, but in some sense should be, collaborated or integrated in our current education system? And how it can be, like, do you have any suggestions or opinion, like how it can be integrated, and is it really beneficial?
Very beneficial. अभी जैसे मैं आपसे पूछती हूँ, आप यहाँ आए, गूगल मैप से आए होंगे आप लोग, गूगल में लोकेशन लगा के. जब गूगल नहीं था तो लोग कैसे जाते आते थे, बताइए? नहीं, दे यूज टू दिस वॉल एंड दिस पेंटिंग यहाँ पे थी, ये मोड़ था, ये चौराहा था, ये था बिल्डिंग. दे यूज टू थिंक, एंड देन दे ब्रेन यूज टू, बिकॉज दैट इज योर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मेमोरी सेल्स ऑफ योर ब्रेन, राइट, विच आर यूज्ड व्हेन यू think like this. When you coordinate the points, then those cells, they are activated. But when you only use the Google map, so you are not using those cells. तो आप ये देखिए ना, ये डिमेंशिया, अल्जाइमर्स, ये सब बढ़ रहा है ना, और अर्ली एजेस में सिम्टम्स आ रहे हैं ना. Why they are coming? Because we are not using those cells of our brain which are used in coordinating the points, which are not coordinated by Google map. Earlier we used to coordinate. Yes? Now only we see the mobile and we come to the exact location. So आप देख रहे हो टेक्नोलॉजी से ये थोड़ा सा नुकसान है, लेकिन इसी टेक्नोलॉजी को अगर आप में इम्प्लीमेंट करना है तो देर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स. इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग गूगल मैप, व्हाई कांट वी हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ लोकेशन मार्क्ड इन आवर फोन्स कि इसके बाद ये आएगा पॉइंट, इसके बाद ये पॉइंट आएगा. वी हैव टू मूव लाइक दिस. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग एग्जाम्पल, है ना. सो दिस वे, मतलब बच्चों को, क्योंकि ये जो this is a very important which I have mentioned right now. It was in the, because I have a balance between digital media and the print media. Print media को तो मैं बस make sure my day starts with, again I will say that be the change you want to see in others. When I call my children कि stop overuse of phone, and I am sitting in my office with my newspaper. मैंने कहा आपने पहले आकर के क्या देखा? मैम न्यूज़पेपर. कौन पढ़ रहा था? मैम आप न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ रहे थे. तो पहला क्या काम होना चाहिए? रीडिंग. And what we do, we generally, this is for everyone, this is for you also. Don't start your day by seeing the phone. Start your day by seeing the newspaper. And then, because then those cells, gray cells, these are the gray cells of your brain, memory cells. Use them properly. तो phone भी use करके हम use कर सकते हैं, लेकिन एकदम we will depend upon the phone, will depend upon ChatGPT, will depend upon for everything. तो creativity तो is lost ना.
Lost everywhere.
And if those cells, because body cells have a tendency after 24 hours, they are replenished. But those cells, once they are degraded, destroyed, they are not replenished. And that comes to dementia, short-term memory loss, anger issues, aggressive, are related to those cells. Think about it.
Yeah, I see around myself a lot of new generation which has just grown up and started going around. Even for the smallest distance of around 100 meters, 200 meters, they are like, I don't know the way, I'll just use the Google map. So do you think these things, and they are using calculators for every small calculations?
It's very harmful. For simple, देखो Vedic math से तो your basic calculation will become strong. When I have my administrative work going on, like admission process is going on, the first thing I ask is table. Table तो याद ही होनी चाहिए. That's it. Till 19. If you have learned the table, you know the basic calculation. आपको क्यों कैलकुलेटर की जरूरत पड़ती है? क्योंकि आपके बेसिक कैलकुलेशंस ही नहीं है. बच्चे मोबाइल पे वीडियो गेम खेलते हैं, लेकिन मोबाइल पे कैलकुलेटर भी वही है. सो दे आर नॉट, बिकॉज वैदिक मैथ से, अबैकस से, द काउंटिंग एंड एप्लीकेशन एंड द बेसिक कैलकुलेशन बिकम्स वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. वो जो पहले फिंगर पे कराते थे, अबैकस से कराते थे, वैदिक मैथ से होता था. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है वो. तो दो सेल्स व्हिच आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट ना, दे गेट, देयर फूड इज थिंकिंग, देयर फूड इज कैलकुलेटिंग, their food is coordinating the different points, and we are not giving that food to them. To whom? To the gray cells of the brain.
From assessment point of view or analysis point of view, if a student is not able to score in something or in anything, so what a teacher or a parent should do, to make their analysis better?
नहीं. अब तो देखिए, now we have holistic progress card now. HPCs are in implementation now. HPC is holistic progress card. We are not assessing the child only on the marks or on the grades. Now we have different, like internal assessment, portfolio. What is portfolio? Portfolio is the entire creativity of the child, what the child has created in the whole year. Maybe in the form of any drawing or any kind of certificate the child has received, or any, participation in the exhibition or inter-school competition. That is a portfolio of the child. And marks are allocated for portfolio also. So portfolio, internal assessment, pen and paper test is a part of the assessment.
It's not
It's
that.
a part of it. This is not the assessment. So first of all, you should know what is assessment. Many teachers, because see, we are now in the training processes, so we speak about it all. Only that assessment is not pen and paper. Assessment is in the entire assessment of the child, because it should be reflected in the report card also. है ना? क्योंकि हम सोचते रिपोर्ट कार्ड मतलब वो हाफ ईयरली का रिपोर्ट कार्ड, फाइनल का रिपोर्ट कार्ड. यस, but the portfolio of the child also matters a lot. Now the CBSE has even given the sample of HPC, holistic progress cards. It's mentioned there that what portfolio, how much for the portfolio, how much for the other, pen paper, and how much for the internals. Everything is mentioned. So how can you assess a child only based on the marks?
As I heard you along, I felt that you have a very holistic kind of mind which cares about the students a lot. So like as you were growing up, like what were the factors which, made you, in such a, if I talk about my time, then it's a very, if we had a teacher like you, then it would have been something very way ahead of our times. So like how you became like this?
Very good question and very close to my heart. Again, with an incident, I'll tell you. I was in grade 12th. I was fascinated by my bio teacher. That's how I took my subject as a bio. So we had an inter-class competition of debate competition in the class only. Science students generally get very less time for these activities. And my roll number was 31, I remember it. And when my name was called, I was standing in front of only 40 students, only the class teacher, and I could only say, my name is Smita Mishra and my topic for today is this. That's it. My legs started trembling. I was in sweat. I could not speak a single word. My teacher came to me. I thought she will scold me today. Right? And she said, wow, Smita, you have introduced yourself so well. Acknowledging the effort. That she acknowledged that at least I was able to introduce myself. So, if the teacher was, that day if teacher had scolded me, I would have never taken. I've reached 100 sessions and I take so many, workshops, and really the teachers are engaged in my sessions. I got that confidence because of my teacher. A teacher can change the life of a student. A teacher's word can empower a child and disempower a child for whole life, or empower a child like me for the whole life.
What are your things you have in your mind you want to implement in your school, and any plans or anything, a vision you have for the students, and what do you want to do in next 5 to 10 years?
In the next 5 years, I want to make my school, my students as health and wellness ambassadors. Health and wellness is very important. Emotional well-being is very important. Health, we all know, we work on it, but we generally take less about the emotional well-being, mental well-being of the child. It is very important. So I want my children to be emotionally strong. That doesn't mean that they should not cry, they should express emotion, but they should know where to express and how to express. So I want that, strong build mental in my children. And then very important one point which I have missed out, that is taking feedback and feed forward. What is feedback? Yes, in PTM records we take feedback from the parent. Ye teacher ka acha nahi tha, wo nahi tha. That is feedback. What is feed forward? That you have taken the feedback now and how you have rectified the things. That is feed forward. So we have the same record. We have one column for feedback and one column for feed forward, where we take the feedback, and the next PTM we show that record, that this the feed forward, that we have taken the measures or the strategies to improvise.
So now we are moving to our fun segment, where I'll say any one word and ma'am has to share anything you have on the top of your mind without thinking. Any memory, any opinion, any line you can say. Sure, ma'am. So here we begin. First word, storybooks.
Spider-Man.
High-tech education.
Happy and engaged classroom.
Comic hero.
Spider-Man.
You love Spider-Man?
Yes.
You have seen all the Spider-Man?
Shaktiman and Spider-Man.
Shaktiman also. From Shaktiman, Doordarshan channel.
Surbhi.
Surbhi. Oh, nice one. Hi, ma'am.
Renuka Shahane.
Renuka, of course.
Her smile.
Her smile, ma'am. Who can forget that? News.
Aaj Tak.
Exploration.
Mountains.
Curiosity.
Children.
Ice cream.
Vanilla.
New age parents.
Pre-primary wing. Parent.
And ma'am, next is curiosity.
Children.
Career.
Doctor.
Doctor.
I wanted to become.
And you are a teacher. Oh.
I am making doctors.
Of course. A better one. Vacations.
Hill stations.
Shimla.
Darjeeling.
Adventure park.
Jim Corbett.
Jim Corbett. Yes. Festivals.
Diwali.
Favorite animal.
शेर. जंगल का राजा. टॉप पे रहना चाहिए.
Laboratories.
A nanotechnological lab in Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. See the lab.
Is it?
आपने टेलीस्कोप आप इमेजिन कर सकते कितना हो सकता है, छोटा सा, इतना बड़ा सा, एक सैटेलाइट साइज का टेलीस्कोप. आई थॉट कि ये वो है सैटेलाइट लॉन्चर है. आई आस्क्ड, नहीं मैम ये टेलीस्कोप है. नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी लैब फॉर वेरी माइन्यूट डिटेलिंग. लाइक आपको सेल के अंदर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया के अंदर भी अगर आपको देखना है, सो दैट इज फॉर दैट.
Classrooms.
Happy and engaged.
Paintings.
Canvas painting.
Art.
Stories.
Food.
छोले भटूरे.
Sports.
Cricket.
Nice. Sportsman.
विराट कोहली.
Nice. Sportswoman.
मिताली राज,
Nice. Cartoon?
Spider-Man. I have not seen any other cartoon apart from
But
Spider-Man.
that fan of Spider-Man. Nice.
Movies also.
Movies also. School.
Carl Huber.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for
Thank you
segment. This
so
over. Thank you so much, ma'am. So before we leave, we'll take some final words from the ma'am. Any final words you have for the new age parents or viewers? Anything they can learn or inspire, or they want to just hear you out?
I just said in the beginning of the session, this means interview, that जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं, ये मैथिली शरण गुप्त जी की लाइन है. जो भरा नहीं है भावों से, बहती जिसमें रसधार नहीं, वो हृदय नहीं है पत्थर है, जिसमें स्वदेश का प्यार नहीं या जिसमें प्रियजनों के लिए प्यार नहीं.
Wow.
Concluding lines.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a pleasure having you on our show. Thank you so much for your time and kind words. It was amazing. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.